Hey guys, welcome to Rosie's Dessert Spot. Today we'll be creating these fun Easter eggs from home with white chocolate and creating a shell sort of border on the side of our cake to look like a basket. I've used an 8-inch mud cake that I am sticking to my 12-inch cake board, filling in with some chocolate buttercream. I'll have the recipe for the ganache and buttercream in the description box below or in the eye icon up top. But to make the chocolate buttercream, I normally mix the two frostings together. Create a crumb coat, smooth out the sides, bring that lip of frosting towards the middle, and then refrigerate for about 20 minutes or until it's nice and set. For the faux looking basket weave, I've got a number 32 piping tip, and I'm just creating really long shells. I'll start again just above that and aiming to start the next shell between two of the previous from the bottom row, if that kind of makes sense. Basically, we're just staggering them on top of each other. Do the same at the top and bring it in about 3 or so centimeters from the edge. Now you can place this into the fridge to set again for another 20 minutes, and in the meantime you can make your chocolate Easter eggs. So I have white chocolate by Nestle that I've melted down in the microwave. Once it's all melted, I add in my vegetable or canola oil, and that just helps the chocolate not to seize when you add in a gel of food color. If you are going to add color to your chocolate, you're better off going with a powdered food color instead. But if you don't have that on hand, you can still use gel. Just make sure to add oil into your chocolate first. Then I've taken a silicone brush and I'm just painting in with chocolate using a silicone pastry brush here. And I highly recommend using a silicone pastry brush because you can wash it and dry it in 2 seconds. If you have like a thick flat sort of paintbrush, because of the bristles, it'll retain some of that water when you wash it to change colors, and then you have to wait for it to dry. So it's much easier to use a silicone brush instead. Once you're done painting the inside, you can fill it in with that white chocolate. 2 to 3 teaspoons is usually enough. And then tap it on the counter or in your hand to help spread that chocolate all inside evenly. Continue with the rest of your chocolate molds, and I bought mine from Spotlight. Give it a good tap to move the chocolate around to make sure you've got even coverage inside, and then place them into your freezer for about 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, they should come apart pretty easily, and you have your chocolate Easter eggs at the ready. Apply them onto your cake now with a little bit of buttercream to help them stick and stand up. You could have done maybe a few different sized eggs here as well, would have looked really cool. You might want to fill in with sprinkles first or confetti just to make it more colourful. I decided to go in with some Smarties, which I'll show you guys later on. But before I did that, I did add on some edible gold leaf onto my chocolate. Because they've come out of the freezer, there's a little bit of condensation on there, so the gold leaf is sticking really nicely. Here in Australia, these are called Smarties. They're basically colour candy coated chocolates. And I was kind of mindful to make sure that each section had one of each colour, so if there was a bit of green missing, I'd add green in there, and so on. This is a crazy easy Easter egg cake that you can create at home, even on last minute. I think it took me about 2 hours, and even then I had to stop and start because I was recording and this and that, so very easy to do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video tutorial and you give this cake a go. If you do, hashtag Rosie's Dessert Spot so I can see your awesome creation as well. Thanks again for tuning in. Feel free to subscribe for more tutorials, and we'll catch you again in the next one.